Good morning, I'm J. Lenora Bressler, and welcome to the August 8, 2017 edition of the Bible Delight in the Details, as we continue our ongoing look at the great confession psalm of David, Psalm 51. We have today and tomorrow, and then that will close our multi-session series on this momentous and important psalm. I was telling my Sunday school class the other day that I think that there are certain passages in the Bible that we should mark and we should go to on a regular basis. And you can guess what some of them are. The Lord's Prayer would certainly be one. But I think that this Psalm of David, this great model of confession, should be one of those go-to places that we are very familiar with and that we use. We actually utilize on a daily basis. I want to go in Psalm 51 to the beautiful verse 12. Restore to me the joy of your salvation and uphold me with a willing spirit. The joy of your salvation. You know, you've probably heard this before, but it bears repeating. Happiness is a transitory emotion, and it's very dependent upon your circumstances, which can literally change second by second. I have a tendency to be high and low and up and down very, very quickly. I can be in the doldrums and literally 5 minutes later, I can be in the heights of excitement and enthusiasm, and vice versa. I am very prone to my emotions, and I am very prone to circumstances, but then most of us are. Joy is different. Joy is a long-lasting, abiding assurance that all is well. And the only person who can give you that is someone who is not bound by circumstance, who is not bound by that roller coaster of emotions and coincidences and circumstances, and that is an eternal God. And that is why it's interesting. It says, restore to me the joy of your salvation. Not my salvation, but your salvation. Recognizing from whom that salvation and the joy comes. It comes from God. It is not appropriate to ask to be happy all the time. It's not possible. So get over it. Get over it. You're not owed it. And this world is not set up for it. But joy you can have. And joy is based on that long-term perspective and understanding of a right relationship with God. A shorthand way of saying that is salvation. But this is something that has to be upheld. Many of us have times when we don't feel that joy as keenly. We need to understand that it is God who sustains even that joy. And that's why the psalmist says, and uphold me with a willing spirit. Uphold me. God has to uphold us at all times, holding us in the palm of his hand, raising us up like eagles. He has to do that. And what is he giving us? He's giving us his spirit, literally, which is a willing spirit. A willing spirit to do right, to follow God, to strive to be those things that we're called to be, which is nothing less than like God himself, perfect. So today, I want you to realize that true joy and the willingness to be holy is something God gives. You can't manufacture it. You can't cook it up. I don't care how great and motivated you are, even if you have a great motivational teacher. You can't do it. You have to have God. But here's the thing. Ask him, and he is more than willing to give you his willing spirit and the joy of his salvation. I'm J. Lenora Bressler. Visit me tomorrow as we close our look at the great Psalm of David, Psalm 51. Have a marvelous day.